All right, hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Nice. All right. All right. Hey, so many people already. Hey, nice, cool. In your advanced course, that's awesome. Hey, I hope you're learning a lot. That is cool. Nice. Praying chimpanzee, that's nice. Water is definitely very good. Definitely drink plenty of water. Always really nice. Okay. Alright, so basically it's been a while since I played one of my games, and now it is currently on the sale at the Steam store. So I figured let's play it a little bit. Game Corp DX. This was actually one of my own personal favorite games. I really enjoyed making this one, and thankfully it was also a very successful game, so that was really nice. But yeah, I haven't played this one pretty much since it came out. So it's been 9 years since I published this game, so it's been a long time since I played it. So yeah, I want to play it right now and maybe talk a little bit about how I made the game, how things worked, which back then in 2015, it was a completely different world, so things were interesting. Just in case you don't know, this was actually a Game Corp Congregate. This actually was first a Flash game. It was actually one of my most successful Flash games. I think in total it got like 6 million views. That was quite insane, that was quite a lot. So yeah, over here on Congregate, it has got 600k. Then had like 1.5 mil on, I think it was like Armor Games and something like that, and then millions more on a bunch of other third-party places. So yeah, this game was originally a Flash game that I published all the way back in 2012, and then eventually when I went onto Steam, this was one of the main ones that I did, that I just basically rebuilt the whole thing from scratch. So this is not made in Flash, this is made in Unity. Yeah, basically rebuilt the entire game from scratch, added a bunch of things, I made it the deluxe version, and published it on Steam, and thankfully it was actually quite a successful game. People really enjoyed it. So yeah, this was definitely fun, and I really want to play it. And in case any of you want to play it, it's currently on sale. The sale is ending literally in, what is it? It's currently midday, so in about 6 hours. So if you want to pick it up, it's pretty cheap. Or if you want to pick up my entire collection, then definitely get it. How do I pin message? There you go. That's fun. That's nice. That is cool. Would you make a sequel for it? Hire an artist to make a 3D sim-like game? You know it would be a success. That's always an interesting question. Should you make sequels for your indie games? That is something that can sometimes work and sometimes not work, so it's always a tricky question. It is not a guaranteed success. But yeah, so basically the main thing is that I have so many ideas that I would love to pursue, so the idea of building a sequel, that is usually not as appealing to me as going for one of the many ideas that I have in my head. So usually I prefer to build something new. And the second thing is that sequels are not necessarily as successful. Indie game sequels are interesting because there are some of them that do find quite a lot of success, but a lot of them that do not. Like for example, in my own case, like the game that I made before this one was actually a sequel, Survivor Squad. So I first made Survivor Squad, so this was my first Steam game. I made this one all the way back in 2013, and then I made Survivor Squad Gauntlets, and that one was indeed a direct sequel. It was better than every A, but yeah, sadly, only 8 reviews. This one did not sell very well, so yeah. So that was part of it, is I already had an experience of making a direct sequel, and it did not do as well. So the original one, 500 reviews, this one only 8 reviews, so yeah. Which is a shame, because I really enjoyed making this game. I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun experience to make, and I think the game nowadays is still really nice, so I definitely would like to replay it again. But yeah, essentially when it comes to indie game sequels, they can do well or they can do not as well. It's always a very tricky thing, so that's part of it. But the main thing is really just way too many ideas that I would love to pursue, and yeah, I'd rather do those instead of doing a bunch of things. Yeah, that would be why. Yeah, usually go to any game dev meetup in Portugal. I've been to only like one, but I definitely would like to go more. I did like recently, a few months ago, joined the, I forget, like the Discord Game Dev Lisbon, Game Dev Portugal, something like that. So yeah, I haven't been to many, only been to one, but definitely would like to go more. It's an interesting thing. Yeah. So then, sim and strategy games, any plan for action or adventure games in the near future? I mean, one of the games that I really enjoyed, one of my games, was Hyper Knights. I really enjoyed making that game. It was actually very successful and people really enjoyed it, so that was great. I really enjoyed making this one. It is definitely more of an action game, and I definitely would like to experiment with doing something similar to this. So something very actiony, killing lots of enemies and lots of things. So yeah, I did enjoy making this game, and people did enjoy playing it, and it was successful. So yeah, I would love to try out doing some action a little bit more at some point in the future. Once again, it goes back to the same thing, having way too many ideas, way too many things that I would love to do, and yeah, it's always impossible to do them all at once. So yeah, I kind of have to pick one at a time and then essentially go to it. Yeah. Game was the most challenging to develop. That's an interesting question, because I've had like I don't know, in terms of difficulty, probably Survivor Squad Gauntlets, that was one of the hardest ones, because back then I wasn't paying too much attention to the quality of my code. So back then I wasn't exactly focused on writing good, clean code, and that game was very complex. So at the end, it was really difficult to implement new features, new mechanics, and so on. But one game that did go well, Battle Royale Tycoon. This one was extremely complex to make, but I did focus on writing good, clean code, so thankfully I was able to make this game. Like, this one has so many systems, so many NPCs, so many things interacting, all kinds of systems, all kinds of things. This was extremely difficult to make, but because I focused on writing good clean code, even at the end, it was still actually quite playable. So that was definitely quite nice. At least 4 games in the span of 2 years. That sounds nice. You think it's a good idea to work on my own projects first? Yes, although there's no reason to just work on them first. I would say work them in tandem. So like send out CVs to places that might be hiring, whilst at the same time building your own portfolio of games. And yeah, making 4 games in 2 years, so essentially 6 months games. That is always something that I very much am in favor of. Make more games, smaller games. In doing so, you're going to learn quite a lot more, as opposed to spending 2 years on just single games. So yeah, in general, I think this is a really awesome idea. Release 4 games in 2 years, learn a lot, and perhaps at the exact same time, try looking for a job in the industry, so you can essentially do both things at once, don't have to do just one, kind of like that. All right, so let me play a little bit, because I have not played the game. And by the way, is the audio correct? I gotta make sure that the audio doesn't get way too messed up. Actually, oh great, so I can change my own audio without changing the stream audio. Okay, that's nice, that's fun, that's cool. All right, so yeah, I haven't played this in literally, I don't know, like 9 years. So let's try it out. By the way, a quick tip for all of you indie devs, these two little widgets, something that I recommend you implement in your own games. Basically having something where the player can go ahead and sign up with their own email. So you can get basically players' emails like that. Some people will sign up, and it's always really nice to basically have a leg up when you go make your next game. So when you have that, you already have a bunch of emails of a bunch of people that bought your previous games that you can then notify. So that is always something I highly recommend you add. And down here, just a little widget showing all of the games that you've made previously. So here you can see, and this widget over here, this one actually grabs the game list from my website. So I've made this game, Game Corp DX. I made this one in 2015. Back when I made it, Ninja Tycoon did not exist. So yeah, I just update a games list on my own website. And then over here, this little widget, this one downloads the list and things. For example, Dinky Gardens, that's my latest game. And yeah, it did not exist when this game was made, but since this one contacts the website, it gets an updated list, and it all works really nice. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you implement both of these. A way for players to give their email in case they enjoy the game, and a way to basically promote your other games in your own games. That's always a really great thing, yeah. How do you feel about your UI 9 years ago? Honestly, I really like it. I really think this game I, as you might know, I'm a programmer. I am not an artist, but I did make all of the art over here, and I'm actually extremely happy with it. I do think the characters look really nice. They were somewhat inspired by Prison Architect because that one was coming out around that same time. So I honestly really enjoyed the the artwork that I did. Although you can obviously look like this little statue, it looks very basic, definitely not the kind of thing that a proper artist would build. But in my own case, I do think the game looked quite nice. Hey, Rootwin, hey, how's it going? And yeah, the UI itself, I do think it also is pretty nice. I do think it's pretty visible. Everything looks really cool. Everything is quite nice, yeah. All right, so let's go, new game, and let's see, because I haven't played it in quite some time. So let's choose a studio icon. Let's go and... Oh yeah, I forgot that that I've got the workshop support and a bunch of people added some more some more studio icons. Let's go with this one. This one looks nice. Difficulty normal, and start the game. Okay. Oh, nice. The assistant. I really enjoyed making this one, and the sound behind it. If you heard that sound, which by the way, yeah, actually I forgot one thing. I forgot to enable the one there on that one. Put it on that one, and that one, and enable that one as well. Right, great. But yeah, the little sound on the character, that was inspired by playing GTA, like the original GTA, which didn't have any kind of voice acting. It just has a bunch of people talking, and it makes that really interesting sound, and that is basically what I did over here. So I just spoke onto a microphone, I just said something, I have no idea what I said. Then I just went into some kind of audio program, I think it was SoundForge. It was a very long time ago, and basically just increased the pitch, decreased, I did a bunch of stuff, and eventually created this little nice sound. Yeah, that is really nice. Which I've actually used that sound. That is a looping, kind of generic talking sound, and I've used it in multiple of my games. So yeah, that was a, a very fun thing that I did many, many years ago. I think I still use it in... Yeah, I think I still use it in Dinky Garden. So that's a sound effect that I made literally 10 years ago, or maybe more, because I think on Survivor Squad. So I made over 10 years ago, and nowadays I am still using that sound effect. It's always... It's a really nice thing. Okay, so in order to get your studio up and running, you need workers, so let's hire some. Click on an empty workstation. Okay, so on my workstations, like this one, now let's hire a worker to work on this workstation. And up here are the nice customizable characters. These were not made by me, these were not made originally by... These were not included originally in the game. Instead, the game is using the Steam Workshop, so you can create custom characters, give them a name, give them a bunch of sprites, and people a bunch of... People do this. Oh, later. Arrives later than usual. That's okay. Spider Dev. That's a fun one. So let's hire Spider Dev. Nice. Same thing and hire another worker. So let's go ahead. Hire another worker. Let's go with Morty. All right. Your workers will start coming in soon. And we need to get them to work on a project. Okay, let's create the project manager button. Okay, let's go into new project. By the way, I do remember that handling all of these tabs, all of these buttons, all this was definitely tricky at the time. But I'm very happy with how it came out. I do think that it's a usable UI. I do think it looks decently good. And I do think it is extremely informative. Hey, Joel. Hey, thanks for being here. Nice. Thanks for the super thanks. Yeah. Yeah, scale requires workers. Currently you have 2 workers, so you can only make micro games, which also provide bonus EXP. So yeah, the scale of the game. So you got multiple team sizes. And you have micro games, which is basically the only kind of games that I myself make. I only make micro games. I only make basically solo games. So yeah, that's always a fun thing. Okay, so let's make a micro game. Let's pick a genre has bar indicating the amount of work needed for a particular task. So this is the amount of coding. So basically horror games don't require too much coding, but they do require quite a lot of sound. Then down here, simulation games require quite a lot of coding. Not much art, not much sound, not much writing. So let's start by simulation, because I'm obviously a fan of programming. Video games, for instance, require quite a lot of code, but not much writing. Yep. Pick genre, right name. Yep, let's go with Port Birds. I really should have added a little button for regenerating the name, because there are a bunch of names that I made, a bunch of words, and then I visually just generate a bunch of random things. So yeah, it would be nice to have a little button here to generate a bunch more random names. But there you go. It's called Port Birds, and it's a simulation game. Okay. Here you select the team that will work on this project and which tasks each worker will do. Okay, so select tasks for each worker. Okay, so for Spider Dev, let's make them work on code. Morty, work on art. Then you work on sound, you work on writing. And let's continue. Then this is the tool selection screen. Better tools yield better quality games. Okay, that sounds good. And these tools, obviously, these are names that are related to to things that exist. So game creator, I'm guessing this was a reference to Game Maker. United, reference to Unity. Surreal Engine, it's Unreal Engine. CryEngine, this is CryEngine. Then Paint, Photoshop, essentially Maya, 3ds Max. Then these I don't remember. I guess this would be, what is it called? Fruit Loops, that's one. And SoundFrog. What is it? Sound something. And Audacity. Notepad, WordPod, WordWriter. It was kind of funny to come up with a bunch of these names that were essentially references to things that exist without using the actual proper name. So yeah, that was a that was an interesting challenge. Those require specialization, which your workers currently do not have. So let's go ahead and create. Right, you just started your first project. Your workers will now get to work. You can click on the buttons on the clock to speed up time. And thanks again, Joel. Thanks again. Oh, let me just, yep. You can speed up time. This is always something that I love in pretty much every management game, is being able to speed up time forward and backwards. That is always nice. And here they come. So there you go, the first worker. And I did all of the animations myself, which again, super basic, but I do think they'll look quite nice. So yeah, projects have two main phases, pre-production and production. During pre-production, the whole team will gather around the table and bounce ideas. Then in the production phase, each team member will go to their workstation and complete their tasks. On the project summary button to see. And there you go, Spider Dev coming in, and they're gonna go there and they're gonna start talking and writing down some things. So really nice animation. And yeah, they're working on the project. We can see, yep, they're doing pre-production on the code right now, and then so on. So very important tip, always make sure you do some kind of pre-production. So whenever you, okay, the assistant went away. Whenever you work on your own games, definitely make sure you pre-prepare something and then you actually do it, yeah. Nice separated effect and dialogue. Yeah, that was definitely a fun one to make. I did spend quite a bit of time on polishing this game like that. The messages show up slowly like that. The clock, I think, looks really nice. Yeah, the buttons, they all highlight, they all change a bunch of things. So yeah, I did spend a bunch of time on polishing this project, and I do think that it came out quite nice. So yeah, they're finished with pre-production. Now they go in. So Spider Dev is currently making progress on code, and then Morty over here is going to make some progress on art. And they're gonna keep doing that. Nice. Do you eat school buzzes after making games? I have no idea what that means. I eat school buzzes? Okay, I don't know. Currently just have strategy and card games in my portfolio, but sim games seem like a great way to showcase your coding skills. Yep, definitely. If you want to have a portfolio that shows your coding skills and building something with quite a lot of complex systems, that is a great one. Although I would say that strategy and card games, those usually also have quite a lot of complexity. So those should be able to essentially promote your own programming skills, because yeah, card games and strategy usually can be quite a bit complex, yeah. Nice, so yeah, the project is finally complete and ready to be published. Click the publish button on the project summary. So let's go ahead, publish the game. This is the publish screen. Here you can view the final quality and choose your marketing budget. Okay, so for this game, probably not worth spending much on marketing. This is, I suppose, more of a learning project. So the first projects you make, you should really look at them as just things to learn from, as opposed to trying to make a ton of money. So here, it's really the same thing. So on this little team that I just hired, they just learned a little bit making a tiny project. So let's not bother spending any time on marketing. So yeah, there you go. Since this project was made by an inexperienced team and has low quality, always trying to match the marketing budget with the project quality. For this project, let's go ahead with none. Okay, and let's publish. Yay! There it is. Portbird simulation game. And it's got 28. And then the reviews, yeah. Once again, another thing that I really enjoyed coming up with related names. I wonder how many of you can understand the references. So Total Crumpet, this was Total Biscuit. I was a big fan of Total Biscuit back in the day. I really loved his WTF his videos. Those were really awesome. So yeah, I definitely wanted to include more of an indie reviewer over here. Then VGN, obviously a reference to IGN. Boulder Paper Shotgun, a reference to Rock Paper Shotgun, and Kotaku, and yeah. Then all of these messages, it was also really fun to write them, write all of these dynamic messages. And yeah, apparently everyone gave me 0 stars, except Total Crumpet gave me half a star. Nice. That was cool. VGN should always give 7 out of 10. That would be interesting. If you want a good game, Portbirds is not for you. Use your $5 to buy something decent instead. Oh wow, that is harsh. Portbirds is just plain awful. I don't understand what is going on in devs' heads. there you go. It's just a training project. So it's the first one that starts off like this, and then eventually we're going to build some masterpiece. So yeah, that should be nice. It's your first game, so don't worry about the scores. The more experienced your team is, the better the games they will produce. Which again, this would be my advice to you as well as you're making your games for your very first games. Don't worry about reviews. I mean, do read reviews, do read the player feedback so you can figure out what went right, what went wrong, what you can improve the next time. So definitely do read the player feedback, but don't worry too much about not being very good, because everyone starts off being not very good, then you grow your skills and eventually you can make something really nice. So yep, don't worry about the scores. Gain skills, gain experience, and the more experienced you are, the better the games you will produce. Yep, continue. That's our first game. Nice. So it's published and is generating revenue. Can view the project stats on the stats window. So let's look at the stats window. And yep, there's the game. Port birds, quality of 28, price of $5, and currently in the red by 2.5k. It's actually not much on the red. So let's see. Yep. So that was basically just the cost for the scale itself. So marketing, polish, and wage is 0 because they because they essentially made this game in an entire month or before 1 month. So that is why. But hey, sold 49 copies, total revenue $250. Yeah. That's a great start. That was nice. That was fun. Okay. Like the build button. Let's click on it. Okay, so let's build a bunch of stuff. And again, I'm really happy with this UI. Very simple, but I do think that it works quite well. So let's build a training cubicle for training our units. Let's go ahead and place it. I will teach you how to train your workers in specializations. Nice. Specialization allows your worker to use better tools to do that particular task. You can still perform tasks that are not his specialty, but he will not gain experience. Okay. Leave build mode. And let's select that one. And let's train a worker. Okay, let's select a worker. Let's go with Spider Dev and let's make him our main programmer. So let's specialize in code and being able to use United, which is Unity. Okay, so let's train. Now start learning the new specialization. After he's done, you can use him to create a game with newly learned tool. Nice. Where can I download the game? There's a link right here. You can find it on Steam, which, by the way, it is still on the Steam weekly discount, which ends in about 6 hours. So if you want to get it, all my games are on discount. So if you want to see the collection, if you want to see basically where all my knowledge comes from, you can pick up the entire collection, which again, all of this is still discounted for about 6 more hours. So you can get basically all the games that I made for $15. So that's pretty nice. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, there you go. Like FPS games. Yes, I quite like. Would you use assets I made? I mean, if you put them on the store, eventually I might use it because I do use quite a lot of assets from the store. Look at that, monthly report, September 2015, which is actually kind of funny. I definitely should have changed this to, instead of hard coding the year 2015, it should probably read from the hardware what is the current date, because they seem a little bit strange. Here we are in 2024, and in theory, in the game, it is 2015, so that's fun. Okay, expenses, salaries, projects, no consumables. Apparently, nobody drank anything. Building, we built some stuff, training, and we got an income of $700. So that's not bad. I mean, making $700 for the first month of your first game, that's a pretty good success. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see. New Arrival Studios opening next month. Click on the global charts. Let's see. And there you go. They already opened. So Endless Loop Studio. So this is my studio, and Vlampier, which again, it's a reference to Vlambeer. Those are the devs behind the excellent Super Crate Box and what is it? The fishing one? Shotgun Fishing. It's a really excellent Vlambeer. They made so many awesome games. Definitely one of the best. Oh wow, that is a very, very basic page. But yeah, Super Crate Box, Series Sam. Oh, they made that one. Yeah, Ridiculous Fishing. That is one. That was awesome. Love Trousers. That was awesome. And Nuclear Throne. That was also really cool. So yeah, definitely an excellent indie devs. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I had references to both indie devs and established studios. So yeah, that was nice. And apparently they're doing so much better than me right now. So yeah, gotta catch up. Open the studio info panel. Okay, so let's see the studio. Here you can view info about your studio, get a loan, and a bunch more. The Video Game Studio Awards is held every year in January. Okay, make sure you create the best games and clean up at the awards. They offer significant bonuses that will help immensely. Okay, that sounds good. That's all I have to teach you. If you need help, just follow the current objective. Good luck. Okay, that sounds good. So yeah, that was the tutorial, which I do remember that it took me quite a while to come up with the tutorial and make it in a nice, smooth manner. Like, for example, in the very beginning, I had basically all of the buttons visible at all times, and that was really confusing. It was really tricky to get. So then I remember one of the big things that I did was what I just did right now, which is basically only showing these buttons after the tutorial teaches you about them. So that is always something that I would advise you to do, which is basically hide the options that are not relevant for that part of the tutorial until they become actually relevant. Then do show them, so that show them contextually instead of showing them pretty much just all the time. Tip, that is the thing. We've got a bunch of money and our graphs. So this is our balance, which actually went up. Nice. And our awards, so far we have no awards. All right, so let's see. Remind to like the stream so Codemon can buy cheeseburgers to feed his family. Actually, my dogs probably would love cheeseburgers, but it's probably not very good for them, so I don't really give them cheeseburgers. I give them nice doggy biscuits that they really enjoy, so that's fun, yeah. Just on a break from your dance course. Nice! Hey, I hope you're learning a lot. That is fun. Oh, Danny, it's you. Nice, yeah. Hope you're enjoying it, yeah. Does this game have ray tracing? That's a good question. Is there such a thing as 2D ray tracing? That is actually interesting. Okay, so that one is Learning United. Let's hire some more people. Let's hire over here Rick. And I didn't even see, but Rick has, yeah, he's also a late arrival. Okay. Would be nice to have some people that are not quite slow. There is 2D ray tracing in Godot. Is there? Interesting. And test comment. Yep, test successful. So yeah. Okay, let's make a new project. And now let's go with, let's say, a puzzle game to train someone on art. So, yeah, let's say Rick is going to be the main artist. So everyone else, just do a bunch of those, a bunch of random things. Next, create. Okay, currently, I didn't even see the project name. Apparently it's called James Glory and it's a puzzle game. Okay, that's a bit of a, it's a bit of a strange name, but all right. Let's see. So they're currently making progress, and he's currently drinking from the water cooler, which right now, just water, no bonuses. It's kind of funny how you can essentially upgrade drinks, but for me personally, I only ever drink water, so for me personally, I don't really need any upgrades. Sandwich, and I don't know what are the others. Okay, so he's almost about to learn that skill, so that's fun. And these are currently working on that. And let me hire another worker, just so I can have Mr. Meeseeks. Okay, so another worker, now they're currently going away. So let's go. Fat Spider-Man. It's not necessarily fat, it's more like that's the only body shape for the for the characters that is on the rough thing. So it's October 2015 and we made 5 grand. Wow, that is surprisingly good. That was another thing that was very tricky to do in this game, was making the correct algorithms for the game sales, making them not go too insane, but not go too small. That was really tricky, coming up with the graph for the sales and making it in a way that it is related to the actual quality of the game. So related to the quality of the game, related to the fans of the studio. So related to all of that, coming up with the right number to sell at the right amount. I remember that was really tricky. I definitely had to iterate upon that algorithm tons and tons of times. So yeah, that was tricky, but quite fun. Look at that, for the first game, one that got nearly 0 stars, sold 150 copies, then 966, and then 72. So yeah, selling over 1,000 copies on your first game. I would say that is a huge success. So yeah, that is quite nice. Yeah. Only watching your complete Unity course. Nice. Hey, I hope you learn a lot. That is cool. What would you do differently if you were to remake the game or a sequel now? That is a very interesting question because I don't know, because I really like how this game came out. It is a very tight focused game. Like, it is not something that intentionally has like 20 hours worth of content. It's a very focused experience, very nice and focused. So honestly, I'm not sure I would change anything. I do think that the design for this looks quite good. Everything works quite well. So yeah, I am really not sure if there's anything that I would do differently. Is he still training? Nope, it isn't. So let's construct another project. Let's go with something simulation. So I can use SpiderDev to work on code, and you go ahead, work on everything else. And let's use, oh wow, so Unity costs 3 grand. Okay, so this one's going to cost 8 grand. All right, so kind of like that. What is your age? I'm currently 36. At what age did you make your first game and how much money it made? I mean, my first Flash game I made in 2008. So I guess back then I would have been 20 years old, and that game made, I think, around $5. So yeah, definitely started very much from the bottom. And I do think didn't I make a video on that? On how much money I made at the beginning. Yeah, there you go. I did make a video on that topic. So if you want to see how much I made at the beginning, you can definitely go ahead and watch this, where I started by making tiny Flash games that made no money, then eventually moved on to Steam. Yeah, Mochi Media, that's how I started. Basically, you had Flash games which had ads, and those ads would give you a little bit of money. So for every time someone played your game, you could do something. So, yep, this was my first Flash game. It's called Freeway. You just drive around. That was it, super basic. But yeah, that is how I started. And yeah, Flash game license, that is where you can sponsor. So yeah, lots of interesting stuff. Definitely watch that video. That was a fun video to work on, to do this. Okay, so they're currently working on that, and they're almost finishing up a puzzle game titled James Glory. Okay. 2% through Kitchen Cows. Nice. Now moving on to the multiplayer course after that. That is awesome. Hey, I hope you're learning a lot, and definitely keep pushing forward. Yeah, nice. Insight and logic of making a turn-based game. If you want that, I have my turn-based strategy course, and I'm pretty sure I've also made a turn-based video a long time ago. Yeah, so I've got my turn-based course if you want that, but I also made the... Okay, now I forget what was the name. There you go, the grid combat system. So if you want that one, or my turn-based strategy course, if you want it in 2D or 3D, hopefully that might help push you in the right direction. You play Mad Dev Tycoon 2? Nope, I haven't, but I have heard that, yep, I have heard it is very in-depth. So yeah, that is quite interesting. Yeah, both that one and the... What is it? Game Dev Tycoon? Yeah, there's Mad Dev Tycoon and Game Dev Tycoon. Both are really great, really well received, really successful games, so yeah. Oh, this is paused. Okay, so let's publish James Glory, a puzzle game, and let's not bother with any marketing. Once again, this one is just a training project. Woo! Okay, it just feels like a cheap cash-in, charging $5 for a very terrible experience. Okay, but still, now we got 2 half stars. So, okay, we're moving up. We're moving up in the world. Nice. Make sure your office has a good layout. Okay, that's a good tip. It's bad if your workers have to walk very far to reach a fridge or water cooler. Okay, so let's get them training on yet another game. So, actually let me train. Which one? I was making Rick the artist, right? So, train art, train in Photoshop. So, go ahead, do some training as you currently work on that one, and then build another game. So yeah. How much time do you spend coding in one day? That really depends on what I'm doing, because if I'm just working on games, then yeah, most of the time spent on coding. But if I am, like right now, which I am answering questions on my comments courses, making videos, working on updates to my course and so on. So right now, not much of my time is spent coding. Now, much of my time is spent on writing videos, editing videos, recording videos, doing kinds of things. So yeah, it really depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, when I'm working on my games, pretty much coding 90% of the time, just because usually for the art, I just use assets, so I don't have to spend any time building those assets. I really just have to spend time importing the assets, then just write a ton of code. So like for the time that I spent making Dinky Gardens, it's like 90% of the time was spent working on code. So yep. Oh, I planned, right? I forgot that I can actually buy some nice environment thing. Get some bonuses with pre-foliage. Let's put some bonus in there. And there you go, a nice grid system. That was also fun. I'm always a fan of grid systems. So yeah, place some of those. Don't need to move anything. And do another training cubicle. And oh, got 79k. Okay, so let's build another one. And let's also build more workstations so we can start hiring a bunch more people. So let's hire someone else. Let's hire Slenderman. Oh, and Gabe. Let's hire Gabe. Okay, hiring Gabe and hiring Slenderman. And let's train them to do something. Although for Gabe, I think it makes sense for him to be a programmer as well. So let's make Gabe as a programmer and Slenderman make them work on everything else. I didn't even see what was the name, but let's use no tools. Just like this. Okay, so currently 2 games in progress. And for our current games, we've got James Glory and Port Birds. Those are 1 and 3 months old, and they've sold 500 and 1,700 copies. Okay, so that's nice. That is a that's a great one, yeah. Oh, I'm doing the C# Advanced. I did beginner and intermediate. That is awesome. Hey, congrats on going through all of those. That is really cool. Yeah, I hope you've learned a lot throughout that entire progression. Beginner, intermediate, and then advanced. Yeah, I'm really proud of everything that I covered in that one. So yeah, if you go through all of it and you fully understand everything, then yeah, I hope you're learning quite a lot. Starting my own indie company and currently working on my first game. Do you have any tips on making games by yourself? Look into the topic of self-discipline, which, at least for me, that was definitely my biggest issue, was basically forcing myself to work. In the beginning, that was really tricky. In the beginning, I couldn't really work more than like 2 hours straight, just because, or 2 hours throughout the entire day. I really couldn't do more than that just because I was not disciplined at all. So that is something that I had to work on quite a lot to improve myself for quite some time. So yeah, I would say when working by yourself with no supervision, that is probably one of the main things that you need to invest time into learning about self-discipline and how to improve yourself. So that would be my main tip, because if you can make yourself work whenever you should work, even though there's nobody on top of you telling you to work, if you can do that, then everything else becomes much easier. So then in terms of specific tips on how to get started, really, literally just get started. Experience matters for so much. So yeah, just start making games, make a ton of games, and eventually you will gain quite a lot of skills. That good for Game Out should work in WebGL. Do I need to host a server for it to work in the browser? I'm pretty sure it does work as long as you're using Unity Transport 2.0. As long as you have that, I'm pretty sure that it does work in WebGL. Although I haven't looked into for quite a while, but I'm pretty sure it does work. So yeah, thank you for all that you do for the community and for yourself as an amazing engineer in person. Nice, thank you. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, I'm glad people like the videos, like my content. So yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so let's publish Birds Blobbing. Apparently it's a simulation game. So let's publish and see. Is this one going to be better? Okay, so we got 34 fans and we got our first 2 stars. Nice. So 2 stars, 1.5 stars, and half star. Sam. But still the text the text is still quite negative. So games like Birds Blobbing are just depressing. They could be great, but due to many issues turn out very poorly. Okay, that's a bit harsh, but alright, let's see. This game represents everything that is wrong in the games industry. Stay away. Wow, that is harsh from IGN. And Rock, Paper, Shotgun, Bone, Paper, Shotgun. The Queen shall hear about Birds Blobbing, and she shall burn every copy with her flaming monkey legion. Okay, alright, that's a bit harsh, but let's see. As always, let's just keep trying to improve, and eventually we will start making some really nice games. Okay. Is he done with training? Nope, not yet. Okay, let's start working on something else. Let's see. Let's train someone in sound. So let's build a horror game called Strike Pain. Okay, so let's build one of these. Train someone in sound. Let's say Morty, you're going to be the sound guy. And then, Spider Dev work on something else afterwards. Let's go like this. No tools, just to gain some experience, just like that. Okay, nice. So just waiting for that one to finish. And is someone still... Oh, I guess I could train... Oh, it's not yet unlocked. All right. And Rick also can't. So now let's make one, since we now have someone who is good at coding and art. Let's make one that is good on both of those. I guess it's shooting. Yeah, I guess that's the one. So Effect Beat, a new shooter game. Oh, right, yeah. They can work on the others, although they won't be able to gain any XP, but still, these two should be very good. So let's see. Use that one and use that one. So it's going to cost 12 grand to build this game. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see. Are we planning on making a new game? Eventually, sure. Although right now, definitely focus more on videos and finishing my DOTS course and working on a bunch of things. So right now, definitely working on a bunch of those things. But yeah, eventually, my plan was at the end of this year to get back into Total War Liberation. I really want to work on that game. But we're already close to the end of the year, so I think I might actually just work on that next year, but we shall see. There's always quite a lot of things. Have your turn-based strategy course on Game Dev TV thinking of starting in the coming days? Nice! Hey, I hope you learn a lot. I did really enjoy making that one. It was really complex, but I do think it has a really nice, smooth learning curve. So for anyone who's like in the intermediate stage and wants to advance their own skills, I do think that course is really awesome. And the game itself is really nice. Like I was just talking about Total War Liberation, that game was built on the base of that course. Basically, I took that course, the final state of that course, and that became the initial state for that game, Total War Liberation. So yeah, I'm a big fan of turn-based strategy games. So yeah, that course was actually quite nice. Yeah. Your courses, I finished both Kitchen Chaos and turn-based training. Nice. Hey, congrats. I hope you learn a lot from all of those. Nice. I often feel like forgetting everything you know after taking a break. My imposter syndrome skyrockets after a few days of break. That's interesting. Not really. I don't really forget everything I know. But then again, at the same time, I don't normally take breaks. Like, I haven't had like a vacation or even a weekend, like, I don't even know, like 10 years. Yeah, it's been a very long time since I've had any vacations, holidays, weekends. So for the most part, usually for me, a break means a day where I work just like 2 hours. So just answering some comments, writing some videos. So yeah, I haven't really had any long-term breaks. So maybe that's why I haven't suffered from that. But yeah, usually I don't feel like I forget anything. Even when I go from project to project, it is always perfectly normal when you go back into a project or work on a different project. It is perfectly normal to forget where you were when you first left off. But usually for me, at least after a while, I can usually get quite a bit better at... I feel pretty lost, then I go inside that code base, I read a bunch of things, and all of a sudden everything makes quite a bit more sense. So yeah. Okay, so let's publish this one. Trap Terror Simulation should also not be very good. So yeah, it's okay. It's a work in progress. Okay, so everybody goes away. So what month is it right now? Oh, December! So here come the awards. Nice. Okay, let's see the awards. There you go, the 2015 Video Game Studio Awards. Apparently there are two things. Hello and welcome to the 2015 Video Game Studio Awards. Here we celebrate the year's best studios by granting them our very prestigious awards. Nice. The most productive studio is given to the studio with the most releases. And yeah, we are nominated. Let's see, do we win? I think we published a lot of games. Let's see. Yay! Woo! Okay, awesome. So we won an award. That was cool. Nice. Then the most beloved studio is given to the studio with the most fans. Okay, since there are only 2 studios, we always get nominated, but let's see. Let's see, do we get it? And nope, goes to Valampier. Okay, makes sense. All right. Now let's see the next one. The highest chart game is given to the studio with the highest rated game. Okay, so we got nominated, but do we get it? I'm not sure. Let's see. All right, okay, that works. All right, let's see the next one. Highest revenue studio is given to the studio who managed to get the most revenue. I mean, I made the most games, but let's see, do those equal revenue? Let's see. It's given to Valampier. Ah, they're getting all the awards. Okay, so let's see again. The largest studio to the one who hires the largest team. Okay, so I think we had 6 workers, so we might get this one. Let's see. Would be a sales boost, which would be quite nice. The award goes to... Yay! Woo! So we got 2 awards. That was quite fun. That was nice. Yeah, that's all for this year's edition. We wish the best of luck to all studios and hope to see them again in 2016. Again, I really should not have hard-coded the years. But yeah, I guess let's see in 2016. So we got 2 awards. That was fun. And the awards do put out a bunch of nice bonuses. So yeah, that should be fun. So the awards, yep, most productive gives us cheaper wages. Largest studio gives us a sales boost. Okay, that is good. All right, so let's take advantage of that. Thanks for all your videos. After a lot of mini projects as a hobby game dev, I have officially started my first mini project, which I plan to release. Nice! You're a great inspiration on this journey. That is awesome. Hey, yeah, best of luck on releasing your first game. Yeah, I hope you learned a lot from those mini projects. That is always a great way to learn. So yeah, definitely best of luck with that project. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. How many people do I have idle? At least 2 of them. So let's create a new project. Though I'm not sure who is idle. Yeah, I guess now I'm seeing that it would be nice to have a little menu for seeing the people that are... Well, I guess I can just click on continue. Okay, so it's Gabe. Skill film produces better quality. Oh, nice. And Slenderman is unfocused, produces worse quality. Okay, that's it's a bit of a rough one. Oh, we've got one waiting to publish. Okay, so let's just start that one. Or let's publish that one. It's small. Let's see. Strike Pain, a horror game. Just another game gone wrong. Oh wow, that is harsh. Okay, but still, we are now getting 1 star, 1.5 stars, so let's keep going. And if we have... Is Spider Dev, is he currently busy? I don't know. Oh, he's currently working on something. Okay. So I want to work on something. Okay, so let's see something good for code and sound. So let's go with... Or let's go with just code. Let's build up Gabe N. Let's make sure that he's very good at programming. Work with... Okay, let's make another one. So for another one, let's make something for sound. So let's make a horror game and put Morty on sound and you work me on all of these. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, it doesn't have room with enough tables. So let me buy another table so they can do pre-production. So there you go. Got that one. And yep, get to work making those just like that. You have a dent on your left temple. Me? Do I? I have no idea. Got some assets from the Unity Summer Sale like Hot Reload, Odin, Final IK, Feel, and so on. Wow, that is nice. Those are all awesome. So yeah. When do you usually go to buy assets? When you need a solution to a problem or art? Or when do you save time? I mean, all of those. That is the answer. Like, for example, on my first game, Survivor Squad, back then I did not have the skills to be able to write super fast pathfinding. So because of that, I bought the A-Star Pathfinding project. Pathfinding. I've made a video review on that one, the perfect pathfinding. So if you want that asset, I highly recommend. It is insanely fast. So this is something that I bought. Technically, I was capable of making pathfinding, but I wasn't capable of making super fast multi-threaded pathfinding. So I use this one to basically build up my skills. But then for Dinky Guardians, I use a ton of assets basically to art. And I've also picked up Feel to save a bunch of time, so I didn't have to do all kinds of things. So the answer is all of those. All of those can be really awesome. So Feel is really awesome. Final IK, I haven't used it, but I think it's really great. Odin is always really great for building tools. And Hot Reload, that is also another one that is super highly rated. I haven't yet tried it, but it does look really nice for helping you iterate faster and faster. But yeah, I'm not sure if I end up making a video. Yeah, I was planning to make a video talking about all the assets that I used in making the game, but I don't think I made it. Yeah, I don't think I did it. I just made the total numbers video. But yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned, or I think I did. I think I mentioned, yeah, the assets that I use. Okay, so I guess I mentioned it in this video. So yeah, a bunch of the assets that I use, and yeah, a bunch of them are visual things. Then a really nice shader, text animator. This one's also really awesome, also highly recommended. Feel is really awesome for publishing. The asset inventory, that one is really good. That animation pack, which I've had for literally years. UMotion is really awesome for editing animations directly inside of Unity. And yeah, I used a bunch of Cinti packs, a bunch of things. So yeah, definitely used a lot of assets in making the game, and all of them for those reasons. So finding a solution to a problem, art, or just saving time, all of those are excellent reasons to pick up those assets. Yep. Have you ever tried publishing to Android, iOS? I did try once, like a very long time ago, when I was making the transition from Flash onto Steam. Back then I wasn't sure, do I go onto Steam or do I make mobile games? Those were the two valid options. So I did experiment making one game into mobile, but didn't really push much into it. I think I got like 10 downloads, something like that. So yeah, mobile is a completely different world. And nowadays my skill set is very much on Steam, on making Steam PC games, Steam marketing and all of that. So yeah, nowadays I definitely stick with my core competency instead of trying to go for Android and iOS. Those are completely different worlds. So yeah, it's always a tricky thing. Have you ever felt unsafe in Unity? After 8 years of commercial game development with Unity, following last year's disaster, I don't feel like developing games with it. I mean, for that, my question would be, why exactly do you feel unsafe? What do you think will happen? Because basically the only reason why I would possibly feel unsafe would be if I think that Unity is somehow going to go bankrupt tomorrow. And the answer is no, that is not going to happen. They have, from the last earnings report, they've got like, I don't know, like $1 billion in the bank. So even in the absolute worst case scenario, they can survive for like 5 or 8 years, something like that. So no, I don't feel unsafe with that. And perhaps you are saying unsafe in terms of they could change their terms to something terrible tomorrow. And the answer is, yep, that could definitely happen. But for me, that is what I mentioned in those videos that I made during that whole saga back last year. And essentially it is, I'll look at the terms as they are right now. Are they acceptable? If so, I use them. Are they unacceptable? If so, I don't use it. And right now they are acceptable. If tomorrow they change the terms and becomes unacceptable, then tomorrow I will make a different decision. But in general, yes, I feel perfectly safe using Unity, continuing to learn Unity, continuing to make games with it. So yeah, it is still a really great tool, regardless of the decisions that the company behind it makes. The software itself is really awesome, continues to be really awesome. So yep, that is why I definitely keep using it and continue doing that. Okay, let's publish. And this one's 66. Okay, so the quality is increasing. Let's see. Okay, 66. We got, oh, nice. We got a 3.5. That is cool. Nice. We got our first positive review. So for the most part, Effect Beat is so good it hurts. A bit more, and this would be just excellent. All right, finally we got a finally got a positive review. Nice, yeah. Poor mechanics, poor gameplay, horrible aesthetic. Effect Beat is a disaster. So this is like the duality of men. One person really likes it, one person really dislikes it. Yeah. And Effect Beat looks cute, plays nice, but it's still just an average attempt at a tired shooter genre. Okay. And Kotaku, really harsh. Games this bad should be illegal. All right. Okay. So let's keep on trying to make better and better games. So we currently got 2 of them, one in production, one in pre-production, and 2 guys that are currently idle. So let's give them a little bit of something to work with. So let's go with something more focused on art, but a little bit of code. I guess this is the only, well, let's go with puzzle. Okay, so Rick, work on art, you work on code, and you 2 work on both these, and use your tools, make it something like that. All right, good, nice. Why is my character no clipping out of reality? Is it? Oh, I guess it's just behind me. So if I move to the side, there's the character right there. There it is. But Reload is so good, saved me so much time not having to always wait on compilation after every choice, every time I make a change is so nice. Yeah, that is definitely a great asset. That's one of the reasons why it's one of the highest risk assets on the store. Because people really enjoy that. They really enjoy the faster iteration speed. Why is there a strange noise outside? Okay, not sure. Anyways. Also, why am I bald? I mean, if you want, you can customize your character. So, live stream, you can make your own custom character or just customize what the character looks like. You can go ahead and modify it on the website, and it's a fun thing. Yeah. Started learning game dev today. Which engine would you pick? I expect an answer like it doesn't matter which, just stick with it, but which would you pick? Yep, that is the main answer, is nowadays all engines are really awesome. Unity is awesome, Unreal is awesome, Godot is awesome, even Game Maker is awesome, even something like Love2D is awesome, so there's really no wrong answer nowadays. Every engine, every tool set, all of them are really awesome, so yeah, the best thing is really just that. Just pick one, whatever it is, and just start learning it. But yeah, honestly, I don't know the answer, because when I started, Unity was basically the only option. Back then, back in 2012, when I was looking for engines to transition out of Flash, back then, Unreal was still paid. Godot, I'm pretty sure, did not exist. And Game Maker seemed a little bit too basic. So back then, Unity was the only one that was free. So that is the only reason why I went with Unity, was because back then it was the only option. But if it was right now, I have no idea which one I would pick, because again, all of them are great. So maybe I would flip a coin and maybe go with Unreal, maybe Unity, maybe Godot. I know it's tricky because it also depends on what language are you used to. Like, if you like C#, then go with Unity. If you like C++, go with Unreal. If you like Godot script, go with Godot. So yeah, I guess maybe nowadays, considering how I had a bit of experience with C# before I ever touched Unity, and considering how ActionScript 3.0 was very similar to C#, I guess just based on that, I would possibly pick Unity just because of that. But at the same time, one thing that I would love to learn at some point in the future is C++. So for that, Unreal would be a great way to learn a language and learn the game engine at the same time. So yeah, but in general, yep, doesn't really matter. Just pick one, whatever it is, and pretty much all of them are going to be awesome. Yeah, ActionScript 3.0 was actually really awesome. It was possibly the biggest upgrade of a language that I've ever seen. ActionScript 2.0 is very, I don't even remember, but I just remember that it wasn't very good. And then 3.0, that was like a proper fully fledged language. So yeah, that upgrade from 2.0 to 3.0 That was really awesome, really impressive. That was very nice, yeah. I make Scratch games. Okay, yeah, I guess nowadays you can also use Scratch to make a bunch of interesting things. So yeah, that could be. For tutorials, watch 6 hours of your kitchen chaos tutorial, learn a lot. Nice, awesome, yeah, definitely go ahead, continue on learning, yeah. That is awesome, nice. Trying to make my own music for games, but have no budget and have trouble finding free and good samples. Would using royalty-free music or making mid-music tank my game if I want to sell it? Nope, not at all. Most people don't pay attention. As long as the music fits the game, it doesn't matter if it's royalty-free, it doesn't matter anything like that. That's really the same thing as with assets, which, yeah, I made a video on that, on should you use assets. Can I find that video? Should you use assets? And the answer is yes, absolutely you should. Assets are really awesome, and music is really a type of asset. People are not going to care about what you use to build your game. People just want fun games to play, so as long as the music fits the game, the music or the sound effects or anything like that, as long as it fits, then yeah, people are going to enjoy the game for what it is. They're not going to negatively impact your game just because it's royalty free or so on. Nobody notices that. Just make a good game, use whatever skills you have to build the best game you can make, and that's really about it. News about Google training AI to build a game without a game engine. It's actually really funny because that is actually the topic of today's video, which I actually still have to finish the still have to go and finish the I still have to go finish the thumbnail, title, and so on, but yep, there it is. I got a message from a viewer very concerned about this specific thing, about Google training a game engine, quote unquote, even though it's not really a game engine. It's actually just generating frames on the fly, so it's not really generating any code in the background. It's not like someone said, make me a game, and it suddenly generated all the code for Doom. No, it's really just learn from a ton of images, like 900 million frames of Doom, and from that basically learn how to generate the next frame based on the previous frame. So extremely impressive technology, but this is not a game engine. It does not generate any code whatsoever. So yeah, this is the video coming out later today. I still gotta come up with the title, the description, and so on. But yeah, definitely stay tuned for a video on that topic coming out later today. There you go. Okay, so is anyone... Okay, there you go. Go on, finish that one. Shoot Cause. That reminds me of Just Cause, which I haven't played in quite a long time. That was a fun game. Let's see, so this one also not much. That's okay. Oh, I think I actually messed up something. Oh no, I can't change it. All right, anyways. Like about the licensed disaster and learn a lot of Godot. In the meantime, got pretty good. My heart lies with Unity. Yep. Like I was saying a while ago, use whatever engine you want. Personally, I don't worry too much about the license. Like I said, if they change it tomorrow, then I will make a new decision. But as of right now, I just keep using it. But if you are someone who gets really stressed out over that, then yeah, just go with Godot, because at least with that one, there's no concerns about the license. It's all open source, so you can use whatever you want, and it does work. How's it going? It's going great. Thank you. Nice. Yeah. Let me just finish this one. Corp Rome. Okay, let's see. A horror game. Let's see. Nope, still negative. It's not the best game by any stretch of the imagination, but it's better than most as far as I'm concerned. Okay, that sounds like a good one. All right, so I think we have enough skills. Let's just finish this one as well. Finish the whole team. And now we can finally make a small game. Look at that, 4 stars! Endless Loop Studios is one of the best studios in the industry, and Core Hazard proves why that is. Wow. That is quite a lot of praise for a micro game. And then again, on the other hand, VGN apparently hates it. Poor mechanics, poor gameplay, horrible aesthetic. Okay, alright, anyways. Let's keep going, and let's now finally make a small-scale project. Ah, I can't afford it. Oh, come on. I need $100. But then I want to use the other one as well, so let's go with something. I'm pretty sure I've got good programmers, so let's go with that one. Let's use Spider Dev. Oh, although Gabe isn't actually... Can Gabe work on code? No, because then I can't use that tool. Alright, so I guess let's try like this. Oh no, come on. I need 8 grand. Come on, gotta sell enough copies to get up to 8 grand. There you go. Nice. That's great. Alright, awesome. Oh, we need tables. Okay, so let me just... This was also another thing. Coming up with the logic for which tables are separated and which are put together. That was a tricky one. So let's put it like that. Even though now we have just one giant table. And everybody goes home. And then everybody comes back. Alright. Just Group 3 was very Java-like. Yep, definitely. I loved it. I had a Flash career until 7 years ago. Oh, I specialize in Unity. Yeah, that's the same progression that I did. I learned Java, then I learned ActionScript, and then so on. So yeah, that was fun. Hey, Faceless Anon, nice. Let's take it up for the team again. Can you speak Portugal? Deliberate type. Speaking Portuguese. Yes, I can. Eu consigo dizer qualquer coisa. Nunca sei o quê, mas sim, falar português é sempre interessante e eu questiono-me sempre quantas pessoas é que aqui conseguem perceber o que é que eu estou a dizer. Deve ser interessante. Por acaso eu tenho 3% da audiência em Portugal e mais não sei quanto no Brasil, por isso não sei... So yeah, I've got about 3% audience in Portugal, so I wonder how many people understand when I speak Portuguese. That's nice. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, from Brazil, nice. Brazilian in Portugal, nice. That is cool. So I'm hearing Hugo say Portuguese. Yeah. Well, your RPG turn-based course, nice. Is that okay to use that as a template to develop my own indie game? Yep, definitely go ahead. Definitely use the everything that you learn in my courses, all the code, assets, and so on. Definitely use that and build your own game on top of it. Nice. Look at that. We've got 70 grand in 1 month of income. Wow, that is very successful. That is quite a lot of success. Game now in my Steam library. Nice. And for any of you who want to play Game Corp DX, it is still on sale for about 5 hours more. So if you want to pick up that one or pick up all my games for 15 bucks, it's all on sale for just 6 more hours. So if you want, definitely give it a try. And Alex, hey, welcome. Thanks for becoming a channel member. Nice. By the way, remember, as a channel member, I do private live streams every Saturday. So if you want to ask me anything, if you have any questions, any problems in your own games, in your own learning journey, then join me on Saturdays. Just join the members only Discord. Then on that Discord, I post a link for the live stream. So definitely join those and come join. Yeah. How many languages can you speak? I mean, Portuguese, English, and then I guess I can understand a little bit of Spanish. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I guess in theory, I learned French back in high school, but I can't really speak it. If I heard of it, maybe I can understand a few words here and there and so on. Yeah. And I've been trying to learn Japanese for like 2 years, but I still don't know too much. So yeah, that is one that I definitely would love to learn quite a bit more. It should be fun. How did you design the difficulty for this game? The answer is with a lot of iteration. Did you do it so you can fail and always come back from a bad game launch? This game is more of a casual game, so it doesn't necessarily have too many punishing things. So I don't think there's necessarily a super harsh game over. I mean, you can obviously have a game over, but the games in general, they all end up turning a profit. So yeah, the game is very much meant to be a nice, chill experience. It is not meant to be a hardcore simulator. So it has that, but in case the worst happens, I also implement a nice loading system. So if you get completely lost, you can then borrow a bunch of money and make it quite a bit. So yeah. So yeah, in general for this one, it took quite a lot of time to design the difficulty. It took a lot of iteration, constantly building upon it, constantly modifying all the numbers. So everything for all the games, all the graphs, coming up with this. So how long should a game sell and then drop down to 0? How should the quality impact the sales numbers and so on? All of that was really tricky to do, but yep, then it did. After a while, I'm really happy with the final result. I do think it has a really nice design. So yeah, thanks again, Alex. Thank you. Okay, keep working on code and thing. Okay, so this is going to take a while. Let's go ahead and see if we can I? Yeah, I can. I can train Gabe in code. Can I train someone else? You go in writing, because I don't have any writers. So let's go ahead. You train writing. Slenderman, train writing. It's going well. I watched your course on the cooking game and used my knowledge from that to make a game for college and won Student of the Year. Wow, nice. Wow, congrats. That sounds impressive. Student of the year. Wow, that that is quite something. Nice. That is cool. Yeah. Complete Game Corp DX. Your game is ready to play. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Nice. Also C# Java. Yes, I also speak C#. I speak Java. I guess I speak PHP, a little bit of JavaScript, HTML, although technically not a language. Yeah, and a bunch more things. I've definitely written code in a lot of languages, a bit of Python as well, of course. So yeah, definitely quite a lot of things. One Godot in part by adapting your cooking game. Nice. Good code practices can translate to any engine. Yep, absolutely. I mean, good clean code guidelines. Those are always very applicable to any engine. Those are always very universal. I mean, the book that I always highly recommend. Most of the examples on that book, Code Complete 2, most of the examples are in Java, but still, it is an excellent book and definitely applicable to myself as a C# programmer. It's applicable to any language. So yeah, great coding practices. Those are applicable regardless of what language you use. Yep. Helped me a lot in game development. Love from India. Nice. Hey, I'm glad my videos have helped you. Nice. Yeah. How many unfinished projects until finish first game? 2 or 3 projects. That one depends. I mean, if you pick a tiny scope, you don't necessarily need to end up with unfinished projects. So I would always recommend make smaller and smaller games. And doing so, you can actually finish it. You can gain experience without having to abandon a project. So yeah, I wouldn't say there's a number of unfinished projects you need to make before you can make a first game. So yeah, just make plenty of games, make small games, and as you grow your experience, then you can increase the scope a little bit. So start off making just a 1-week game, then a 2-week game, then a 1-month game, then a 2-month game, 6-month game, and so on. So yep, definitely increase that, so on. Wouldn't you like to redo the art? Do you mean of this game? Honestly, I really love how this game looks even nowadays. It's super simple, of course, but I do think that it looks quite nice. So yeah, I did all the art myself, so I guess compared to a professional artist, they could probably make this quite a bit better. But still, I'm very happy with everything that I drew here. It's always really nice. Okay, so on this one, we've got a small-scale project. Let's go ahead, put some marketing budget, and let's see. So it's called Hit Pine Simulation. Okay, lots of claps. 429. Hit Pine is the pinnacle of simulation games. Go out and get it. Nice, 5 stars. Awesome. Times are hard for simulation games, but Hit Pine sure stands out from the pack. Recommend. Okay, even IGN gave a positive review. Nice. Loop Studios have made some good titles, but this might be the best yet. Clearly, everyone gave it their all. Nice. And then, of course, we gotta have a negative one. So, Kotaku, Hit Pine is just bad. It's not horrible, but it's not average either. Okay, so in general, very nice. Yeah, I think that was, I think that was cool. All right. So we finally got a game that is a nice hit. Let's see on the project statistics. Hit Pine, currently in the red by 150K. Which honestly is very small budget for a game made with 4 developers. Well, let's see, start getting some sales. Woo, there you go, sold 600 copies on the first month, hour. I don't remember when I made it. Nice. Yes, there you go. It is, eventually it will make a profit, yeah. In 1 month, it already made 2.5K sales, 50K revenue. And there you go, the number's going up. That's always fun, nice. Alex, where can I find the Discord link? That's on the... Let me find it. Which one is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. There you go. It's right here on the comments under this video. Yep, on the comments under this video, you can find the link to the members only Discord, and then on that Discord, you can find the link for the members live stream every Saturday and so on. Yeah. Is review text created with AI? Nope. This game came out in 2015. Back then, there was no such thing as AI, meaning generative AI like ChatGPT and so on. That did not exist back in 2015. So nope, I manually wrote a bunch of text. I put those dynamic things to be replaced with the studio name, with the game name and so on. So yeah, I made a bunch of those things. But yeah, I wrote all of that text myself. It was quite a bit. Mike's actual job is selling hot dogs in Lisbon. That would be a fun job. Just meeting people every day. Strangers, lots of tourists. Could be fun. I mean, obviously it doesn't pay very well, but at least you're outside in the sun, so hey, positive, I guess. My first Polish was U2 Game Jam. Nice, yeah, that's an awesome way to start. Just join a game jam, which in turn means you're going to be forced to learn quite a lot very quickly and build a final game very quickly. So yeah, game jams are really awesome for forcing you to make something and push it all to the end. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, everyone is nice and trained. So let's make another, well, let's go with micro so we can, well, look at that. Spider Dev is already fully maxed out. Rick is almost fully maxed out on art and almost fully maxed out on that. Let's just go, let's make something for writing so Slenderman can learn. So a writing heavy genre would be adventure. So it's called Mass Hype, a micro game with writing. Okay, so let's go with that. You work on writing and yeah, you work on everything else. Okay, and then we still got, yeah, then we still got 4 people. So let's use that one. Let's make a small game. And let's go something, let's go with a shooter. Yeah, something without much writing. That's good. So Spider Dev on code, on that, on another code, and you work on music. And then I guess everyone can work on a little bit of writing. Let's use nice tools and create. Nice. Project doesn't have a room with enough tables. Yeah, so we gotta wait for these 2 to finish their pre-production, and then they can go and start doing things. And then we also need to upgrade our build area. So, I actually don't remember. How do I upgrade the build area? Oh, right, I just make walls. Oh, right. Totally forgot to look at the things. Let's place down a bunch of walls. And let's demolish these walls right here. Ooh, alright, nice. So we've expanded things, and now we can hire some more developers. So a bunch more workstations. Let's also put a nice plan to keep things nice and jolly. Then let's make another table to work on, and maybe another one to work on that. Okay, let's hire some more. Let's hire Clark, and let's hire Angus. Okay, we've hired everyone. One office is full, time to relocate. Alright, that's a lot of notifications. So let's go. Nice. And let's make a nice small game. Let's make something with art. So let's train another artist. Then you work on everything else. What did I do? You need more work. Oh, did I make a small one? I didn't make a small one. A micro one, micro puzzle. You work on art and you on those like that. Alright, so let's go. Oh, and we can actually relocate right now. So let's go ahead. Let's relocate. And the background is the only thing that changes. Nice. Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, let's see. I'm a software developer. I work with .NET, but I learned a lot from your Kitchen Chaos course. Nice. That is awesome. Yeah. It's I tried my best to focus on writing good, clean code, on good project structure, good things. So yeah, even if you work on something else, hopefully that one teaches you a lot. So yeah, nice. It's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Nice. When will Dots course be out on YouTube? I mean, first I need to fully finish it, which I just put out an update a while ago, adding the Dots animation. Yeah, still need quite a few more things to finish the course itself, and then eventually after that it won't be. Oh, they're waiting for the other ones. And then eventually I will, after the whole thing is done, then I will publish it on YouTube, publish a sample of like the first 8 hours or so. So yeah, but yeah, not sure on the timeline. Currently super busy, trying to do a lot of things. So I don't know, maybe November, maybe something like that. Because yeah, this month's gonna be quite tricky. Next month probably as well, and then we shall see. Being lit up there in October. No, probably not. Just for me, usually I don't really do game jams. I mean, I already have way too many things to work on, so adding game jams adds quite a lot of stress. I've actually made a video on that topic, if you want to see my thoughts on game jams. Game jam. Which is why I don't do game jams, but maybe you should. So yeah, in my case, game jams are too much stress for not much learning, but depending on where you are in your learning journey, they might actually be a very good positive, so yeah. Was the fast forward feature done? Do you just increase time scale? Yep, that's it. Super simple. So that automatically scales up all the movement, all the animations, all of that. And yeah, super simple way. They'll go there, they drink. Oh yeah, now I can upgrade their move speed. Apparently cheeseburger increase your move speed. I don't think that's right. But okay, I guess it works. And a coffee increase your move speed. Now that one does make sense. Look at that, eating a cheeseburger. That was fun. So they're all working, they're all doing tons of things, and one of them is published. So let's publish it with no marketing. And there you go. nice training project. Why is Fat Spider-Man working on the company? I mean, he's not really fat. He's he's standard. Pretty much all the characters, they all got that rough shape. Yeah, it was for the ones that were important from the workshop. Those are the ones that have a different visual, but yeah, the standard ones, they've got that one. So he's not necessarily fat. He's standard. Big Smoke. Yeah, I guess maybe this guy kind of looks like Big Smoke. That would be a nice little character. Okay, let's publish this one. Let's go. Yep, another learning project like that. Didn't know you streamed. Yeah, I very rarely stream. It's always very tricky to fit a stream with all my work, all my schedule, and so on. So yeah, thanks for Levelhead game dev videos over the years. Nice, yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the videos. I'm glad that you all enjoyed the videos, and I will definitely keep making them. Spider-Man had too many cheeseburgers. Yep. Me also working here. Yep, lots of people working here, and let's hire some more. There you go. Look at that. We made 100 grand in a year. Wow, that in a year? No, in 1 month. So yeah, definitely a very, very successful studio already. Okay, so we need to build a wall. So let's go ahead. Let's expand it by quite a bit more. Yeah, this one I definitely should have implemented the logic for being able to hold down the button and just drag instead of clicking one by one, but okay. Okay, close them all. And there you go. Demolish all of these. Make a nice large building. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need any more. Oh, we have the statue. Nice. Statue gives a really huge bonus, so that is always a great thing. And yeah, let me actually demolish these ones. And just place a ton of statues, just get everything really polished, really nice. And I guess let's put some more workstations, and some more tables, and some more training cubicles. All right, nice. That's a big one. Okay. I gradually stopped playing games after starting to make games. I don't know if this is common or not. In my case, definitely is common. I very rarely find the time to play games nowadays. Like I was saying in the beginning of this live stream, I haven't played this game, my own game, which I really enjoy. I haven't played it since basically it came out, so I haven't played this in 9 years. So yeah, but yeah, that is definitely very common. Like nowadays, I play, I don't know, like 4 or 5 games through an entire year. So yeah, I definitely do wish I had more time to play games. At least I do spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos of a bunch of games. So I do stay up to date with all of the various games that are coming out. But yeah, definitely wish I had a bunch more time to be able to play some more games. Hey, Super Meat Boy! That's fun. And he's hungry. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and Isaac as well, and Big Boss. These are all characters that the community made because I implemented workshop support. So let's hire Super Meat Boy, let's hire Isaac, and let's hire Big Boss. Okay, let's train them. Let's make a micro game. Let's train another sound guy. So sound, let's make Super Meat Boy, you're a sound guy, and work with Angus on all of those, okay? Then let's also make another micro. Let's train someone in, let's say art. And yeah, let's say Big Boss is going to be an artist, like that. And then train someone else on, let's say coding. Is anyone a coder? He's actually pretty general, so let's make, oh, Slenderman is a writer, so let's train him a bit more on a writer. So you're a writer and you work on a bit of everything, and then we got just one, just waiting around a bit. Okay, nice. What 5 games have you played this year? Good question. I have no idea. What did I play? Because it's been a while since I played a game. What did I play this year? I think I replayed Factorio for a while. Yeah, I think I played Factorio for a while before I made the Dots course. Oh yeah, and I was replaying. I don't think I made. Oh no, I didn't. They Are Billions. Yeah, I made a video on it as I was playing They Are Billions. So yep, I definitely played some Factorio and played some They Are Billions as I was making research for my dot scores, trying to figure out what type of game do I make. I didn't know, was I going to make a factory game or an RTS game? Eventually I ended up with an RTS and something like the art billion, so that was definitely the inspiration for the dot scores, learning all of this, and yeah, this was definitely a fun game. So yeah, haven't played, definitely a fun game, really awesome. If you enjoy RTS games, defense with a ton of units, then the art billions, really awesome game. Really recommend you give it a shot, it's nice. Have to go. Thanks for all the videos over the years. Nice, yeah. Thanks, Joel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a supporter. Yeah. Thank you all so much. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your week, and so on. Yeah, nice. And this game, you are making more than 200k a year. Do you need to pay Unity licenses? This game, no. I think back then that didn't exist. Actually, I don't remember what was the... Back then, Unity had a free version, had a version for 1.5k per year. Then I don't know if there was something else, but yeah, it was. But yeah, in the game, no, you just use the tool and so something like that. Played Stronghold. No, I haven't. I've heard that it's great, but no, for some reason, it went right past me. Like I played, of course, a ton of Red Alert, a ton of Generals. I played a ton of Empire Earth, a ton of Age of Empires 1, 2, and 3, so played a lot of those. But for some reason, Stronghold just completely went past me. I only heard about Stronghold like just a few years ago. I never heard about it like 20 years ago when it came out. So yeah, I have no idea why that one just slipped past me, but it definitely did. So I never really quite played it. What do you think about code-only game engines frameworks? I think they are interesting, but also very difficult. That's like an intermediate between using an engine or building your own engine. So if you want an intermediate between those two, then those can be good. But in general, I really prefer just use an engine that handles a lot of things by yourself so I can focus on just making the game. But if you just want to write some code, then yeah, those as a learning experience, those can be really awesome and help you learn quite a lot. Okay, so let's publish Part Gun. It's a shooter game. This one has quite a lot of quality, so let's actually invest a little bit in some marketing. 80 grand. Wow, that is that's quite a bit. Publish. Let's see. And there you go, 5 stars and 4 stars, 5 stars and 2.5 stars. It's always Kotaku that are really tricky, but yeah, excellent. Buy it, you can't go wrong. I cannot put into words how much I love this game. Part Gun is a giant among puny humans. It's that good. All right, those are nice reviews. That is cool. That is nice. Let's train a bunch more people. So you SpiderDev, learn how to use Surreal Engine. Then you Morty, learn how to use Trout Loops, okay? And then let's say Rick, you're going to learn how to use Mayans. And then Gabe, you're going to learn how to use Surreal Engine. Anyone else? Okay, you go random, let's say sound. Like that, nice. Factorio is definitely awesome. Definitely a really cool game. What about StarCraft? Yeah, StarCraft was an interesting one. I never got too much into it. I did play it, but I don't know. Usually I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, so I guess that's why. I enjoyed playing Warcraft 3 more than StarCraft, but yeah. I did try it. It was just... maybe I tried it too late, meaning I tried it when everyone was already a pro, so it was really difficult to get anything, win any game, something like that. So yeah, that was a tricky one. But yeah, definitely a great game. I do remember more like enjoying the cinematic for StarCraft 2, when like the soldier guy biting the cigar. That was a really awesome that was a really awesome teaser trailer back then. That was definitely really cool, yeah. And for any personal help with Unity or something related. Oh, there you go, yeah. Awesome of you to offer some help. That is nice, yeah. Hey, thanks for the amazing videos. It's awesome. Thank you. Have any PlayFab guide for newbie in your channel? Nope, sorry, I've never used PlayFab. As far as I know, that's more of a mobile thing, so very much not my world. So yeah, sorry, I don't have any tutorials specifically on that. Hey TJ, hey, how's it going? Hey, nice. So how's the launch of the game going? It's I hope that it's going according to your plans, according to your goals. Yeah, it's and yeah, definitely congrats on publishing your first game. That is always a very important milestone. So yeah, it's always a tricky thing that not everyone can do it. So yeah, really congrats on making it. Congrats on pushing it towards the final finish line and getting it. That is always nice. Ooh, there you go. A lot of clapping. Everything went really well. Running out of bugs to fix. Nice. It's always great when everything is super stable and you don't have to worry about. Yeah, really happy with getting it finished and polished. Nice. Yeah, that is definitely really good. Even though from what I looked at it, I haven't played it yet. Haven't had time just yet. But from looking at the video, it doesn't look extremely well polished. So yeah, definitely do it. In case some of you don't know, TJ and his game, I actually made a video on like a reaction style video to his very excellent video talking about all the things that he learned. So definitely go watch this video, then go watch the original video and subscribe to him because yeah, he finished his game and learned a lot from it, and all of you can always learn from him. That's always the best thing. It's like the quote that TJ himself mentioned inside the video, which is I don't remember, like a smart man learns from themselves and a wise man learns from others. I always forget that quote. I never know the exact quote, but I love the concept behind it. So yeah, definitely learn from from everyone that came behind you, and in doing so, you're going to learn quite a lot and improve yourself by quite a bit. Okay, let me just start another game. So these guys are all at least doing something. Let's train someone in. Okay, let's train someone in art. So make a puzzle game. You'll learn a bit about art, and then you do something else like that. Then I need to train a writer, so you work as a writer and do a bunch more, and then train as horror. You get better at sound and you do a bunch of stuff. And let's hire someone else. Got Cliff, Alex, and Seth. So let's go with Cliff. Have you ever tried UI Toolkit? Yep, I did for the C# course. The companion project that I built on my C# course, I did use UI Toolkit for building all of these editor windows, and I did really enjoy it. I think for this, it is really awesome. So anytime that I want to make any kind of editor tool, I will be using UI Toolkit. But when it comes to in-game UI, for that, I think I still prefer Unity UI. So yeah, UI Toolkit, really awesome for editor tools, but for real-time UI, yeah, I think I won't stick with that one. But I really enjoyed making this one. It was surprisingly easy to build all of these windows. All of them are really customizable. You can change the size and everything works perfectly. And yeah, can place any kind of that inside of it. So yeah, this was really awesome to do. And yeah, if you're making editor tools, I highly recommend you look into UI Toolkit. Nice. Developing a turn-based multiplayer game considering PlayFab for server-side game logic. Do you have any better suggestion for cloud functions multiplayer systems than Azure PlayFab? As far as I haven't used PlayFab, but as far as I know, it is extremely good. So yep, that sounds really good. Unity in theory has something called Unity Cloud Code, so perhaps look into that one if you're looking for options. Although I've never used it, but I do believe it does basically the same thing. So you've got server-side thing, and in my own, I did learn about Azure, and I did build a bunch of interesting mechanics using Azure. And I did enjoy doing that research. It was actually surprisingly easy to build like a web API or just a serverless function. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff you can do with the cloud. And yeah, I really enjoyed Azure and PlayFab. I've heard that it's really awesome. And yeah, pretty much any other ones. All of the cloud providers, those are all really awesome. So yeah, I guess that's kind of like, which engine is best? The answer is all of them. So which cloud provider is best? The answer is all of them. So yeah, PlayFab does sound like an excellent choice for building all those things. So yeah, should be nice. How's the cooking channel going? That would be interesting. I definitely would love to get a little bit better at cooking because I only know basically the absolute basics. So I would love to get a little bit better at that, but at the same time, yeah, there's never enough time to learn everything, even things outside of work. Okay, publish a game with 400 quality. Okay, so let's try doing that. Let's make a new small game. Let's make it a shooter. Oh, I thought they finished already the training, but apparently not. Oh yeah, they're all still taking quite a while. Oh, okay. And you train on that one, and you, I guess, train on something random. Oh no, he's improving. Okay, nice. And you train on, let's say, writing. So a bunch of people training. Let's publish a bunch of stuff. There you go, pretty nice. There's another one. Yep, pretty nice. And now this one. Where is it? There you go. It's Isaac that is currently working on sound on this project. So let's do that. Come on, finish. What time is it? Oh, it's November. Okay, so 2 months until the final thing. Am I doing well in the charts? Oh, there you go. We got more studios. Double Pine, which of course is Double Fine. And they got 1.5 mil in the bank. So they're doing quite well. Introsurgeon Software, which of course is Introversion Software. So developers behind Prison Architect, Darwinia, and so on. And yeah, so it was really fun coming up with all these studios. And yeah. So I've got the most amount of people and the most releases. 17 releases. Wow, that is quite a lot. And got 2 awards. They got 3 and got 12 more. So let's make sure. But they are still, this is what? This is, oh, it's Double Pine. Double Pine are the ones that making a bunch of very successful games. And then Vlampier as well. Quality of 2200. Okay. And the best game from my studio is Part Gun with 500 quality. And apparently sold 20,000 copies. Nice. Can't I see the studio info for... I know it's on the graphs. On the graphs, let me see. For a Hit Pine, that one made 300 grand in profit. And Part Gun made 150 grand in profit. So that's pretty nice. So sales, revenue, nice. Made 350K. That is pretty cool. Let's publish it like that. Which part of your game would you start polishing first? That is a good question, and the answer is it really depends on the game itself, on what are the common things with the game. Like for example, in a game like this, on like a management game, polishing the UI is probably going to be the most important thing, so making that as polished as possible. So like for example over here, I would add a little bit jumping when mousing over this instead of just moving the window. I would add a bit more jumping onto these buttons, so I would polish that and make sure all the windows are movable and so on. So yeah, if your game is very UI focused, then polishing the UI makes sense. If your game is action focused, then maybe polishing all of the attacks, making them feel really impactful, make them really impressive. I think that is a great thing. So yeah, look at your game, analyze what is the most important thing, what is the thing that your player spends the most amount of time doing, and then really just polish that thing. Yeah. Yes, I'm working on a major game with a team and some well-known YouTubers. Oh, some tips are available. I want to avoid a server plan that could push costs above expected revenue. Yeah, when it comes to costs, when it comes to cloud, that is definitely a tricky thing. Yeah, for me, I've only done basic things with cloud, so I haven't worried too much about costs. But yeah, if you're making something that you think is going to be a hit, then yeah, definitely do pay attention to those billing costs because, yeah, if your game's a hit, but then you get like a 10 grand bill from Azure, that can be quite a tricky thing. So yeah, do make sure you focus on that. Listen to Designer Notes podcast. It's like you would really enjoy it when on Dog Waltz or whatever. I think I did, but I think the issue is usually when I go on Waltz, I grab my podcast mainly from YouTube, and I don't think Designer Notes is on YouTube. At least it wasn't when I first, is this one? At least, yeah, I don't think it's on YouTube, which kind of sucks. Like I've listened to like 1 or 2 of these, but yeah, since it's not on YouTube, that really makes it hard to... Oh, Zach Barth! Oh, wow, that is awesome! I love the Zachtronics games. Oh wow, I definitely need to listen to this one. Yeah, but yeah, it would be really awesome if they publish this on YouTube so I can easily download it. And or do they have it on YouTube? At least a long time ago they didn't. And I guess not. Yeah, I guess it's not the... So yeah, that's what kind of sucks, because usually I don't listen on YouTube. But yeah, definitely, I'll definitely go through it to listen to Zach Barth. I definitely adore these games, like Space Cam, one of my favorite games, Infinite Factory as well. Opus Magnum, that was really cool. So many games, so much success. That was quite an insane one. So yeah, I definitely need to figure out how do I download this onto my phone, because I definitely do want to listen to this one. Nice, yeah. Okay, working on... Oh, they're not working on anything. They're just studying. Let's go make a shooter, make writing, make code, sound, and so on. Oh, I need another one. Yeah, there we go. All of you work on everything. Yep. Let's make another small game. Let's make it a something more balanced. Racing game, which I haven't done. Let's go, Gabe, work on code. You work on writing. You work on art. You work on sound. Do I still have anyone? Okay, I still got 2 guys. So let's make... you're good at art. So let's make an art focus one. Maybe this one. Work on art, and you work on everything else. All right, good, nice. I'm already out of water, and my voice is already pretty messed up, so... What time is it? Oh, it's already 1:10. Oh, it's been a while. A game so interesting to watch first time. What is going on? I'm playing my own game, which is called Game Corp DX, which is actually still on sale for 5 hours more. So if you want to pick up the game, if you want to pick up my entire collection of all my games for 15 bucks, those are all currently on sale for 5 hours. So if you want to play it yourself, definitely go and look into that one. Let's hire some more people. Let's put that one. See who can we hire. So let's hire Lewis, let's hire Chris, and let's hire James. All of them, and let's make a project for all of them to work on. Yeah, let's go with something random, some generic. You work on. No, you're good. I think this one is. Yeah, okay. Good monkey, where are you from? I am from Portugal. Yeah. Me, Uber Eats global suggestion for lunch, please. That's a good question. I don't know because I don't normally order food. I normally eat just boring chicken breast and rice. So yeah, I'm not a very good person for giving suggestions for lunch. So yeah, I really don't know. Actually, I haven't had like fast food in a long time. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it. Like every time that I eat like KFC, I love ordering a massive amount of stuff. But yeah. It doesn't feel very good to eat 4,000 calories and then the next day I'm completely KO. So, so yeah, that's why I normally don't order food. But yeah. Also, I haven't had a pizza in quite a while. So yeah, would be nice. Hey, Root Bean, thanks for the really nice level up super sticker. Thank you so much. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, shame. Yeah, sorry. I've been offered a job by a big studio. Not really, because there aren't really. Well, I guess nowadays maybe there are some big studios here in Portugal. But back when I was starting, there was nothing. So that is why I was basically forced to become an indie dev. It was because back when I started, there really were not any studios at all over here in Portugal. Is that Tim from? Yeah, that is Tim Schafer. Yeah, I totally forgot about all the various references that I did. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that one is meant to be Tim Schafer from Double Fine. So yeah, nice. So yeah, nope, haven't been offered the job by a big studio because those don't really exist or didn't exist back then. The only thing there was Miniclip, and nowadays, I don't know. I guess nowadays there might be some more studios that exist, but yeah, still not a huge presence over here in Portugal. So that is why the Indian life makes quite a bit more sense. Oh, it's going to start the awards. Let's see the awards again. Welcome to the 2016. Which again, I should not have hard-coded that amount, so yeah. Celebrate the best studios. Okay, go ahead. The most productive studio. I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this one. Studio with the most releases. Let's see. And if I do get nominated, so that's fun. And the most productive studio goes to... Yay! Woo! Nice. Right now, most beloved. Yeah, I don't think I get this one. So, Double Pine. Oh, I do get a nomination. Nice. Flame Pier as well. Now let's see who gets it. Double Pine. All right, okay. That's well deserved. All right. The highest chart game, which I'm pretty sure I don't have it. So let's see. So Intersurgeon, I am nominated, but do I get the award? Don't think so. Ooh, Double Pine. Okay, got 2 awards. Nice. And let's see who else. The highest revenue studio. Okay, maybe I get this one. Let's see. This would be a quality bonus. That would be a really nice bonus. Okay, got the nomination. Let's see if I get it. Goes to Ah, come on. Ah, I thought I got it. Nope. Okay, let's see. Someone else. Largest studio is given to the studio who hires the largest team. Okay, I'm pretty sure I do win this one. I'm pretty sure I had a massive studio. Let's see. Nominated. Largest goes to... Woo! Yeah, nice. That is cool. All right, so we got pretty much the same two, same two awards. So that was fun. So let's see. All right, that's cool. Am I audible? I can't hear you, but I can read you. So yep. Started as an indie here and then went to miniclip and shift to remote. Ah, nice, interesting. Yeah, yeah. I guess that kind of makes sense if you want. I mean, the indie life is not for everyone. I do question myself how much it would be. How different would my life be if I worked at a studio as opposed to being an indie game? It's a very different experience and definitely one that at some point in the future, I definitely would love to try it out. But at the same time, I love working by myself, making my own games. So yeah, it's always a tricky thing to try to do both things at the same time. What inspired you to make games and start a YouTube channel? I mean, I've always enjoyed programming. Like I started programming when I was 10 years old. And I'm pretty sure everyone thinks, okay, if I can write code, then eventually I can make a game, right? So that was a pretty straightforward thing. So I like coding. Okay, why don't I try coding a game? So that's how I started. And what inspired me to start a YouTube channel? That was a group of so many reasons, so many things. Oh, publish. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, so starting the YouTube channel was for so many reasons. Like, for example, one of the reasons was I really am the kind of person who loves working on many things at the same time. Like, I've got a million game ideas that I would love to get through. And one of the things that I disliked about just making games was how I would spend 1 year or more than a year working on just a single game, just one single idea. So the YouTube channel was one way that I could essentially work on multiple ideas at the same time. So I can continue working on my main game, but at the same time, for each video, I can make a tutorial and make an inventory system, make a third-person shooter system, something like that. So the YouTube channel was a way to allow me to experiment with building all kinds of things alongside also making a long-term project. So that was one reason. Then another reason is I simply, as a learning experience for myself, I enjoy learning things. I enjoy teaching things. So I figured, okay, I'm going to try to make a channel teaching what I know, which in turn is going to force me to learn more things, which in turn is going to grow my own skill set, grow my own things. So that is another reason, just an excuse for myself to learn all kinds of things so I can then teach them and so on. So yeah, there were a bunch of reasons why I eventually started the YouTube channel, so many things. And yeah, it was definitely a great decision. I can say that. I can say that with certainty. I definitely do enjoy the fact that I did it. Channel is a lot of overhead. Yep, that is definitely very true. That is, I mean, that's the reason why previously, before I had the channel, I was consistently making basically one game per year. And since I made the channel, I finished Battle Royale Tycoon, and then I made Dinky Gardens last year. So yeah, in the past 5 years, I only made 2 games. So yeah, definitely is quite a lot of overhead doing multiple things at the same time. So yeah, it is quite I mean, it's all about focus. And for me, I'm really enjoying trying to have that kind of balance. So published the game last year. Maybe I'll publish another game next year. Right now I'm focusing on videos, courses, doing all kinds of tutorials and things. So yeah, a lot of things. Oh boy, my voice is already completely messed up. I definitely do have to go rest a little bit. So let me just finish this game. Let's see. How does this one go? Let's put it with medium. Birdsman, it's a shooter. 5 stars, nice. This is the edge of gaming, bloody awesome time, chap. Nice, so yeah, that's reference to Total Biscuit, yeah. Cost $15 and for that price, it's a seal. Nice, Game of the Year contender right here. That is cool. Rock, Paper, Shotgun, excellent, nice. And it's always Kotaku that is super harsh. Endless Loop Studios' latest game is nothing special. I can't say I've loved or hated Birdsman. All right, so they're always very, very tricky to... very tricky to please, I suppose. Let's see this one with 400 stars. Oh, come on. Everybody on the left just was right about there. And let's relocate. Here we are in Montreal, where it's super cold. I gotta say, I really dislike the cold, so... I've been to... Where was I? I always forget where I was. I was in Montreal, right? when I went to Unity's Unite conference. I think it was Montreal, which was really nice and actually not as cold as I thought it would be, but still quite a bit chilly. Yeah, I'm definitely someone who does not enjoy the cold, so yeah. Let's build a bunch more. And leave that one for that. And put some more things. So, oh, it's not the one. Let me put the statues. All right. Let's hire some more workers. Nope, not available just yet. Okay. Let's go ahead, finish that one quickly. Completed. No, let's go with just... Or sure, I guess I've got money. Let's go with a large marketing budget. Day Series, it's a racing game, and yep, people do enjoy it. Nice. That is cool. And let's start. Actually, do I have people to make a medium game? I think I do, but I don't have the cash. Okay, that kind of sucks. Well, let's train a bunch more people, and then we shall see. So you train on that one. You train on that one. All of you train on all those tools. All of you get quite a bit better. And let's make some micro games. Let's train another programmer. Tim, you're going to be a programmer. And someone else is going to be a writer. So train this one on a writer. And train someone else on a horror game. So you want sound. Wait, no, it's not. Oh no, he is on sound, and another guy also on sound. Oh, all of these are good on sound. Let's see one that is good on simulation. Train another coder like that. All right. Crap. Was I? Did you get a chance to make web games in the web game era? I mean, yeah, I made a ton of Flash games, so yeah, I definitely did quite a lot. I think the most successful thing I did to help others was a blog post on how to earn $1,900 with a game in web games. Yeah, I did make a bunch of Flash games. That's how I got started. So I mentioned those in my game dev journey video. And yeah, how I started with all kinds of Flash games. And yeah, made quite a lot of them. So Freeway, that was my first game. Power Attack, that was a nice one. So I made a whole bunch of games. They're all still playable actually over here on Congregate, which I think a bunch of them are still playable. So this is my account. You can see, so this was member since 2008. Yeah, this is when I started this, and I'm a Flash developer wannabe trying to make decent, fun, lovable games. So yeah, that was me, and these are all the games. And again, the game that I'm playing right now, Game Corp DX, that is the deluxe version of this game, which was one of my most successful Flash games. So yeah, definitely started doing all those, did a ton of games, so many things. And yeah, I did get a bunch of them that were sponsored and so on. Like my most successful sponsored game was Blob Wars. There you go, this one, which I believe was sold for $2,500. So yeah, it was definitely a nice thing. Very different, yeah. We do tour and living except YouTube. I mean, I've got YouTube, so that includes YouTube ads. Then on some videos, I also have affiliate links. Then I still have my games, which all my games on Steam, they all still continue to sell. Then I've got my courses, and I've got sponsored video here and there. So yeah, definitely got a lot of various different sources. It's thankfully not just YouTube ads, because yeah, those usually don't pay very well. So yeah, I've definitely learned to diversify quite a little bit, which is nice. Like, thank you for making such an awesome content for learning game development. Nice. Helped me a lot through my game dev journey. Nice, that's awesome. Hey, I'm glad my videos have helped. That is awesome. Definitely continue on learning. Nice. Can you say it's guaranteed to make a living from game dev if you are experienced? Guaranteed, not quite. Let's say, like you, without YouTube, including marketing, game design skills, or is luck still a big part of it? When it comes to luck, my most favorite line is, yes, I believe in luck, and I believe the harder I work, the luckier I get. That is roughly the general idea. So yes, luck is always a factor no matter what, but if you work on yourself, if you improve your own skills, including marketing, game design, programming, and so on, the more you improve those skills, the more quote-unquote lucky you get. I also did a video on that topic quite a long time ago on, is indie game success all about luck? And the answer is, luck is always a factor. So I would say, don't worry about that. Don't worry about a a external factor that is external to you. Just focus on what you can do, increase your own skills, and doing so it will increase your own odds of finding success. And then when it comes to making a living, that really depends on what that means for you. Like if you live like I used to live 10 years ago when I first moved out of my parents' house and I was living on literally $750 a month. On that, it is much easier to make a game that is profitable if that is my cost per month, as opposed to someone working in like San Francisco where they need 10 grand to survive. So yeah, depending on your cost of living, that can make living with indie games a relatively straightforward thing or something nearly impossible. So both of those can be quite important. And yeah, then I made another, yeah, there you go. This video is also really interesting about how I've managed to survive as a game dev for over a decade. This is actually me reading a blog post that I wrote all the way back in 2017, and it is still very accurate to what I do nowadays. So yeah, definitely go watch this video, read that blog post, because that was definitely quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah, where was I? Some game right now. 12-hour Portuguese yapping stream. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's always tricky because game development and programming is inherently a more English thing. So honestly, it's more difficult for me to think and speak in English, think and speak in Portuguese, and then every once in a while I have to say terms in English. So I constantly have to swap back and forth. It is much easier to just be in English straight up. That helps with my brain being much more focused on just one language instead of jumping back and forth. So yeah. That's very coarse. Clean talking, kind of clean thoughts, clean coding, very interesting mechanism. Nice, yeah. I'm glad you enjoy the focus on clean code. That is nice. A free but good program to design UI. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What you mean by designing UI? Like visually designing like one of those diagrams? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really know those. I don't really use those too much. So yeah, I do know there are a bunch of websites where you can have essentially a board. But yeah, I don't normally use those. I just build my UI, either drawing the prototype directly on a piece of paper or then implement into Unity and then work on it. So yeah, sorry, I don't really have a program for designing that. I'm not too sure. I normally just do it on paper, then do it on that, and yeah. Lady, when I was making indie games, my monthly burn rate was around $450 a month. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is similar to myself. Start off very cheaply, and if you can do it very cheaply, you can hopefully turn a profit. So yeah, yeah, living in Ladia for $450. Yeah, that is a great way to get started. Nice. Can you use lobby with dedicated servers with Unity? Yep, you can. I mean, lobby is really just for grouping players. Then the lobby host can decide who to contact to. So yeah, I do think that I covered that on the multiplayer. On the there you go, on the Unity game server hosting. I do think I covered that one. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, maybe look into this one. So this is Unity's dedicated server thing, and yeah, you can definitely combine lobby with something like that. Yeah. You think it's a good idea to release a horror game during Halloween because of all the big companies that release horror games, or should I wait a bit? That's a tricky question because yeah, like you said, plenty of people, plenty of very big publishers already do that strategy. So I don't know. That one seems like a tricky strategy. If anything, I would say maybe release it a little bit earlier because yeah, a lot of the big players with big marketing budgets, they do release directly on Halloween. So yeah, I guess if I was doing that, I would probably release it like the week before and hopefully have that be, I don't know, it's a week before, so maybe that is close enough for people to be in the Halloween spirit. But yeah, because launching directly on the date might be quite a lot of competition. So yeah, that is a tricky one. Yeah, I'm from Brazil. Hey, olá, obrigado. All right, so yeah, my voice is definitely already messed up. Let me just finish this one, and then yeah, then I gotta go rest a little bit, eat something, because I'm already quite messed up. Let's just hire some more people. Alexei, let's hire Lewis. Is that Lewis from Live for Dead? I think it is. Nice. And Jared, let's hire all of them and see a bunch of projects in progress. Oh, these are all micro games. All right, so that's that's about it. Yep, my water bottle is definitely empty and definitely don't have any more water. So yeah, quite something. Any future plans on covering how the combat mechanics of a game like Sifu works? That is one of the many games on my to-play list. It looks really awesome. It looks like just the kind of game that I would really enjoy. So yeah, I definitely would love to spend some time playing it, analyzing it, and then making a video on it. That could be fun. So yeah, definitely would like to would like to do that. Protect your multiplayer games from cheating. The answer is you don't. The answer is you never trust the client. Yeah, I think cloud-based systems work best, but if you don't use one, how do you manage? Or is not a big concern for you? I mean, depends on the game. If it's a co-op game, I would say don't worry. It's not worth your time worrying about it. But yeah, in general, the answer is always the same, which is never trust the client. So that is really the only way to avoid cheating, is make sure that cheating is essentially not even possible. So yeah, that's really about it. Never trust the client, do everything server side. But even then, of course, even then you can still find cheaters. I mean, games like Call of Duty cannot completely stamp out cheating. So you as an indie developer, I would say it's a losing battle to try to focus on that. So I would just do the most basic things, assuming you're not making a competitive game. If you are, then yeah, you definitely need to spend quite a bit of time working on those. But yeah, for me in general, my only multiplayer game, Digging Gardens, is co-op, so I didn't even worry about that at all. If someone wants to cheat on a co-op game, fine, do it, whatever, I don't care. So, but yeah, for competitive ones, that is quite tricky. After finishing university, do you think game developing won't be a plus even if I apply for another type of programming? Yeah, of course. I mean, making a game is an extremely difficult task, and anyone who knows that will see, okay, this is definitely someone who is skilled. They managed to build a complete game. So yeah, I would say, obviously it depends on what you're applying for, but game development involves a lot of programming, a lot of skills, involves a lot of managing yourself, doing a lot of tasks, and I'm pretty sure any employer who is worth anything would value those skills quite highly. So yeah, I do think those would be quite nice. Something for lunch. Yep, myself as well. Yeah. Recommend following clean code principles strictly and try to write clean code every time, or write just working code and refactor when needed. Nope, I would definitely go with clean code. I mean, obviously don't go insane. Obviously don't write insanely complex dependencies, abstractions, and so on. So as always, use reasonable mindset. But yeah, in general, do try to write clean code. Don't write dirty hacks, because then it just becomes hacks upon hacks. And the more you build the game, the harder it is. And if you don't write good clean code at the same time and you refactor afterwards, technically that can work, but why give yourself more work afterwards? Really just write it correctly from the very beginning, and hopefully that is going to be quite a bit easier. You know Hindi language? Nope, I don't know. There have been a few times where I've been looking for tutorials and I find a tutorial where the title is in English, but then the video is in Hindi, and yeah, suddenly I can't understand anything, so not really. Have to go back to the .zombies course. Nice, yeah, definitely go ahead, and I hope you learned quite a lot. Oh, and yeah, that's also gonna be it from me, because my voice already messed up. I don't get water, I don't have anything, so yeah. Okay, so let me just save this. I'm pretty sure this saves automatically. So last save was, okay, it was a few. Let's just finish this month. Everybody goes home, saves everything, and there you go, nice and save. That's cool. Whew, all right, great. So let me go. And by the way, if any of you want to play the game, like I said, it is still on discount for about 5 hours more. So if you want to see it, definitely go ahead and see that. You got 3 cents from gift card. Nice, that's awesome, yeah. Huge fan. Hey, that's cool. I wish you all the best. Nice. I was wondering if you could review a short montage of my game I've made. I've been producing it for around 1.2 years now. Send it to my contact form, and maybe I won't have the time to see it. Although, sorry, no guarantees, because I'm way too busy with so many things. But yeah, send me the name on the contact, and I will see if I can do it. So yeah, great. That's gonna be it, and I guess it's like that. All right, so yeah, thank you all so much for being here today. I really got to go rest a little bit. It's been, yeah, 1 hour and 45 minutes. So yeah, definitely that is a lot of time for me to constantly talk, constantly try to do things. That is not quite as natural to me. But yeah, this was fun. I definitely enjoyed playing my own game, and thank you all so much for being here and keeping me some company. And I hope I answered some of your questions, some of your things, and so on. And let me put it like that and like that. All right, so yeah, so thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you next time. All right, bye everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.